I barely make it alive. My mother shields me from knives in the form of whispers that seek to steal my breath before it begins. When I am born, I am first baptized by the tears of my grandmother. Oddly, her tears dry quickly. I am so fair. Kitni khubsurat, such a lovely face. The words stick to me like the tilak that blesses my forehead at birth. Such a pretty girl. 2 years later, and the words have not yet left. Pretty girl. Pretty girl is the most lively child. Pretty girl will steal the love of the entire mohalla. She is so pretty. Pretty girl's mother thins her lips, thinks all this talk of pretty can do her no good. 11. Pretty girl learns just what pretty means when an old man keeps following her home, asking her to come with him. Such a pretty girl like that. His voice, dirty oil sliding down her back, cold and sickening, slick, with something roiling and dark, something she didn't understand. 11 and a half. Pretty girl tries to tell someone she's scared. In response, women nod, slow and calm and doll-like at once, as though they won't hear what she's saying, and as though they already knew, had always known, always been waiting. They keep their heads bowed and their voices small when they say, pretty girl, all of this is just a part of growing up. 12. 7th grade dance class. Pretty girl says she feels dirty in the costumes. She's leered at, teased. In response, the teacher says, if someone says you're sexy, it's a compliment. All of this just means you're becoming a woman, that you're pretty. These were the lessons they thought she needed in the 7th grade. 7th grade? Because if a 30-year-old man thinks you're sexy in the 7th grade, it's a compliment. It doesn't matter whether the fear in your bones sends your spine scale straight and shaking, whether he has a wife he loves, whether his ummi didn't raise him like that, a daughter he loves more than anything he's ever had. What do you mean it makes you feel sick? All of this is just a part of becoming a woman. It just means you're pretty. 12 and a half. Pretty girl wonders if she can lose a word the way she lost her innocence. Leave it behind on the bus ride home, along with the glinting hunt in the driver's eyes. Chuck it at the face of that entreating man who walked her home, and the boys in her class, and the men on the street, and her cousins, and their fathers, and a whole crowd of nameless, faceless shadows. Throw it away and run! Praying. It stuck to someone else instead. 12 3/4. Pretty girl gets used to. Realizes that unwanted stares are just a part of growing up. Catcalling is just a part of growing up. Harassment isn't threatening or scary or wrong. All of this is just a part of growing up. 13. Pretty girl is at Holi with her best friend. Hand in hand, excitement coursing through her trying to get to the front so she could see better. Then, Pretty Girl feels a foreign, disembodied hand from the crowd reach out to her, lunge for her breast, and hold hard. Pretty Girl didn't scream or cry or tell someone, anyone, why would she? It all felt so ordinary. Besides, he probably thought she was sexy, and that's a compliment, remember? It doesn't matter. None of this matters. She just needs to calm down and shut up. And when was she gonna get it through her thick skull that all of this is just a part of growing the fuck up? Pretty Girl tasted salt on her wounds when she heard the words. Of course this happened to her. Have you seen her?